Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Razor from RazorTube coming at you with another Rust Beta Monument Guide. And today we're gonna be. Alright, sorry. Before I start, I'm with our boy J Monkey. Hey man.
Oh, don't be like that. Just because I threw a paddle. Hi!
But we're going to be talking about a Rust Beta Monument Guide, and you guessed it, it's the Lighthouse Monument. And this is for the PS4, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and the PlayStation 5 that has come out. And you're going to need this because this monument's important to all beginners when Rust first starts a wipe. Now, I'd consider this a zero-tier monument. Typically, you can find them on the coast. So if you're looking at the map here, this one's like off an island. You can kind of set up a base on the coast here, put a sleeping bag down, and then just go to the lighthouse and get what it has to offer. So we're going to talk about the loot, what this monument's utility is, and what you can do with it. All right, and he's going to take pictures. You can get that camera out of my face. Anyways, so in Rust, when you're beginning a wipe, what you're going to be looking for is loot. So any type of components that you can gather, any resources, anything on the board that you can get your grubby little hands on in order to progress through the blueprints system, or through building a base and crafting. So typically what you'd be looking for is, well, Jay dropped it on the ground, scrap, and your blue barrels. That's where you're going to find your components and your scrap. Scrap is the in-game currency inside of Rust, and for example, this propane tank is a component to something that you can craft inside of Rust. So the lighthouse, what's it good for? Recycling, getting loot, PvP, putting a trap base around.
Getting clapped?
Getting clapped, yeah. Other items you can find here are red barrels. That, if you have a little oil sign on the front, it means it's got crude oil and low-grade fuel, which is used in all vehicles inside of Rust, and or crafting items. Again, more components such as pipes and scrap. So this is what the lighthouse consists of. A front door, yay! Go to your right. Got a nice little cafeteria. Bunch of post-apocalyptic toilet paper. Everybody needs that. And some loot. You'll find boxes in here. Oh, here we go, dude. A semi-body. It's two. Yeah, so that's one of the components to build a weapon inside of Rust. And then if you go over here, you have a green card. Now, there's three types of cards inside of Rust. It's a green card, blue card, red card. Each one is to a different tier of a puzzle inside of a monument in Rust. What that means is you take that card to an access door, swipe it if it's for that monument. If it's a green card, you use a green card, obviously, etc., you know. And then basically get into a special loot room made for you to get special components like endgame components or endgame weapons for you to learn. Now, that's not guaranteeing you're going to live after you get this loot room, because most of the time people are camping the monument that you're currently occupying, i.e. Jade throwing that at me, for example. So when you reach the top of the monument, well, this isn't the top, the tower is, but this platform, you're going to find something very important and useful to you, and that is your recycler. So what this is used for is it has an input and an output. You input an item, you turn it on, and you get the output. Get it? That's so simple. And then you have somebody taking pictures. All right, so just for example, for that propane tank, I got one scrap, 50 metal fragments. Now, here's the deal about the recyclers. Do you want to use the one at Lighthouse? If it's the closest one to you, I guess so. But if you don't have to, go to the outpost instead and use their recyclers, because that's the safe zone on the map on top of the bandit camp. Because
What if,
huh?
sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
What if you're recycling and you hear this outside?
I don't hear anything.
You don't?
Nope.
You can't hear that? Splashing around?
Nope. Oh, now I
Like
do.
you-
Yeah. So if you're recycling and basically somebody's running up on you because the lighthouse is pretty good at letting you know. Since it's always surrounded by water most of the time, you'll hear somebody running up to the lighthouse, sneaking up on you in the water. Now there is a trick to going up to the lighthouse without being heard. If you get to the shallow area and it has like a little sandbar, you can jump. You can jump, and obviously nobody can hear you. But if you're recycling, don't ever come pull off the recycler at all. If you pull off the recycler and it's on, somebody can take the loot inside. Now, other like things that the lighthouse is good for is basically high ground. If people are running up on you, you can take them out, take their gear. You can also go all the way to the tippy top where there's like wooden crates, more barrels full of components and like crude oil. But I like the escape routes on this monument, because you can typically jump off or find an area where you can jump in the water and not break your legs. So if you get in a jam, you can like take all your loot and dip out. But whatchamacallit, I don't know, you know what? I can't even get up this ladder. But most of the time you want to be careful when you're entering the lighthouse and exiting, because there's always bases around it, no matter what. Now, if you're a big Zerg, or maybe you're a duo or a trio, you might be able to pull off like taking it over and holding it down by putting like a base outside of it. But do know that you are taking on a big project with trying to do that, because anybody who tries to take over the lighthouse, typically other people come sniffing around like big Zergs and take you out. But anyway, I don't think I'm missing anything, right? Nothing? No,
Yeah, go
no,
up.
we're good. Oh, I see him. Ooh. That's another good thing that the lighthouse is good for, is having a helo and flying in on it, so you can get a green card in DIP. So, obviously, this has a lot of utility and loot to it, but you just got to be careful for unexpected guests on helos. Ooh.
Ooh, that went right past my face.
But anyways, if you find this content useful, drop a sub, drop a like, look for the Boyfriend Squad, and look for more guides in the future about the Rust Council beta and for full release for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and the PlayStation 5. And as always, go to Jade Monkey and BioLaser's channel as well. They'll be posting guides. And, ooh, I got him!
Oh.
And
Yeah.
we'll see you in the beta coming out soon, baby. All right, you ready? You want to jump? Ready? 1, 2, 3, jump. Bye.
Dude, that bounced off the lighthouse.
That was crazy.
And then it